Good morning, brothers and sisters. I believe we can easily think of the Lord after we convert. The Lord truly has changed us. Now we love to draw near to Him. Nobody can enabling us for not thinking of the Lord even for one day. No matter what happened, we still can think of Him. Let's think how many times we have thought of Him in our life. The Lord treasures so much our thought of Him. Did you remember in the times of SARS? During SARS, we easily thought of hand washing. You might need to wash your hands many times a day. When SARS were fading away from us, we started to forget about it, and the frequency of washing our hands has minimized. Our behavior during SARS has changed. Conversely, if we still remember the influence of SARS was huge, we even make an effort when we washed our hands. We took longer time to wash our hands and washed thoroughly. The same, if the Lord fades from our memories, if we cannot think of Him always, your spirit will get weaker and tired. Have any little response to Him. Brothers and sisters, we should treasure the sweet daily living. It brings us to think of Abba and the Lord deeper every day. These can bring out a long-lasting revival to set our spirit always secure on the heights. Brothers and sisters, we shall focus on the Lord every day. Live to Him in our life. Brothers and sisters, the verses I'd like to share with you is in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 7. And it said, "Why not rather suffer wrong? Why not rather be defrauded?" Paul wrote this verse to the church in Corinth. There were many problems in the church of Corinth. One of them was the interaction between brothers and sisters. They were fighting with each other and couldn't get along well. They were not loving one another. Here Paul was signing and said, "Why not rather be defrauded?" It is a good reminder for us, no matter when we get along with our families or our life among brothers and sisters, why can't we rather suffer wrong or be defrauded? When we were young, we were taught that we cannot be defrauded. Instead, we shall take a good deal. But it is big obstacles for getting along with brothers and sisters. It hinders us to love one another. Paul reminds us here, if we're willing to be defrauded, what we gain will be more precious, which is the household of God to be constructed and complete. We shall eager to maintain the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. We have to realize brothers and sisters has different characters, and we are not perfect. When we can bear with each other and willing to be defrauded, God knows, and this is the expression of love. Brothers and sisters, do not follow the world, eager to seek your own benefits and not willing to suffer even a little bit. Many arguments may arise because of these situations. Brothers and sisters, I hope we're willing to love brothers and sisters, or even willing to sacrifice for this household. Have you seen a picture of the praying hands? Actually, this picture was more than 500 years. It was painted by a German artist named Alfred Dürer. He loved to paint since he was young. He has talent in painting, but his family was very poor. They were unable to support him to learn painting. One day, he was talking to his friend who loved painting as well. They said, "How about we work together and study together? One of us can work first, and the other one can learn to paint. When the first one can paint well, the second one can go to learn." His friend insists Outback went to learn painting first. He went to work and support Outback the tutor fee. When Dura finished the painting course, the hands of his friend were very rough. His friend was doing the manual labor work. His fingers became stiff and deformed. He was unable to pick up the painting brush to paint in detail. This hard feeling was never expressed. Instead, he continued to support Dura to learn painting. One day, Dura returned home. He heard his friend was praying in the room. He saw his friend's hands with palms together and prayed sincerely. He prayed for Dura's success in learning to paint. Dura's heart was so touched, and the tears dropped from his eyes. He silently drew these praying hands of his friend, and this painting has become very famous. Now this painting was located in the showroom at Nuremberg in Germany. Brothers and sisters, if we are willing to defraud, willing to invest for brothers and sisters, for this household of God, willing to invest for those who love us, all of these are so wealthy. And God remember it all. Brothers and sisters, never be the one who are fear to be defrauded. How precious! The Lord rather be defrauded. He offered the most for us. He sacrificed His all for us, in order we can gain the eternal blessing and happiness. May we learn from the Lord, willing to give ourselves, willing to sacrifice, rather not be a fussy person.